Welcome back. 8 unicorns in Africa, and Tyme Group is one of them. This with a newly formed partnership with Latin America's NuBank in its latest funding round. Joining me to provide further insight on the group's growth prospects is TymeBank CEO Karl Westvig. Thank you so much for your time, Karl. Quite a big milestone that you have reached with a unicorn status. How would you describe the journey that you've taken to get here?
One of our executives always uses the word grind. It's been a big grind to get. It's tough. It's been tough. But it's a momentous day for TymeBank and for the group, and we're delighted.
All right. Well, talk to me about the mechanics of this latest funding round, $250 million raised.
So this is our Series D, so our fourth large round in terms of funding the group. And this capital is largely going to be used to deploy growing our Asian footprint. So in TymeBank South Africa, we're now break-even and profitable, so there's limited capital required. Where we grow assets, we'll need some capital, but by and large, it's now being put to use in Philippines to get them to profit in the next 18 months, and then to move into Vietnam and into Indonesia.
All right. And actually, just, it is NuBank, but you also do have some other investors in that round. Just talk to me about that structure.
In the new investors or the existing?
Yes, new investors.
Yeah. So NuBank obviously is anchoring the round with $150 million. Then M&G Investments, which is part of, or Catalyst is part of Pru, and M&G Investments in the UK are coming in for $50 million. And the further 50 is from existing shareholders. That comes from the likes of African Rainbow Capital, Apis, Gokongwei family, etc.
All right. And I mean, talking about NuBank that is in Latin America, does any of this shift your growth prospects in terms of geographical diversification, or is it just at this point just growing that Asian footprint that you spoke about earlier?
So it's largely complementary. So NuBank is at the moment a Latin American bank. So they're in Brazil, Mexico, and Colombia. So it allows us the capital to grow into the Asian side, and it's very complementary. So NuBank's happy to provide not just capital, but also skills. So they're going to be playing an advisory role and helping us to build out, best of breed customer experience, customer journeys, lending practices, marketing, etc.
So this is not just about putting in money, but it is also about non-financial assistance and investment as well.
Absolutely. I mean, they are world-class experts. And if you look at their customer experience level, so what they call a net promoter score in Brazil is over 90%. It's a highly loved brand and experience. And South Africa, we're sitting at the 55 to 60%, so we have things to learn. We're north of 70% in Philippines, but there's a lot we can learn from those experts.
In terms of TymeBank in South Africa, are there any additional layers that this investment will contribute to South Africa and your growth story here?
Yeah, so it'll unlock a number of things. So firstly, the extra capital allows us to deepen our technology stack. So it means rebuilding many of our components of our tech, which means we'll get a better experience for customers, and that's critical to us. It allows then also to expand our product set, so fill in the gaps where we aren't necessarily competitive with incumbents, and they're also credit card experts. So it allows us then to build out a world-class credit card and compete in this market.
All right. And I mean, Karl, I do understand that also you are eyeing a listing in 2028, if I'm not mistaken. Just talk to me about what that road to listing will rely on.
Spot on. So we aim to be listing ready, as we say, by 2028, which means it's 4 years to do a number of things. One is to get South Africa to scale and to proper profitability. That means good return on equities. It means we can get Philippines to profitability as well and to scale, and then have a number of other growth markets attached to it, as well as just professionalizing our platforms so that we're ready for a listing.
All right. And how much room do you have for further capital raises?
So it looks like with this raise, we shouldn't need any more capital between now and the IPO. But we have a very ambitious management and leadership team So I've got no doubt they'll find ways to spend money and build faster, which might need more capital. But at this stage, we think we have sufficient capital.
Yeah, all right. Well, thank you so much for your time and really giving us insights into that new funding round where you have raised a capital of $250 million and really just looking at Tyme Group's growth prospects. Thank you so much for your time, Karl. That was Karl Westvig, CEO of TymeBank.